What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the side wall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Sherry, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Cyclones and the Fireballs. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Fall 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined as always by Stu Nyman to bring you this matchup today between the Cyclones and the Fireballs. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Doing great, Andrew. Looking forward to fantastic action here between these two teams.
We opened our season last night. Renegades defeated the Warriors 5-1. And a chance for both of these teams right here to get on the board. Let's get started with a Division IV doubles match that will feature a sub for the Cyclones team. Bueno is out today, so Robin will be substituting. Yeah, Robin, a good friend of the program. He's played a couple seasons here in Battle Court. He's partnered up with one of the new players in the league, Unda, backcourter for the Cyclones. They will take on Lalu and Ikeda. Lalu frozen to this Fireballs team. They kept him after his strong debut season in the winter. And Ikeda coming back onto this Fireballs team after a year with the Cyclones. I'll get right into it here. Division IV doubles. That is Robin and Unda against Lalu and Ikeda.
We're ready to begin our first match of the game day between the Cyclones and the Fireballs. Serving, we have a Robin substituting in here for Bueno, playing with Unda. Welcome to Battle Court. Receiving for the Fireballs, Lalu is in the front with Ikeda in the back.
Yeah, the official is asking to wipe something up off the floor. It seemed like they found a wet spot, so We'll get a towel and clean that up before we begin play.
You know, that's great for the judge. I mean, because it's obviously a dark floor there on the court. And if there's anything out there, water, you may not find it until you slip through it.
Yeah.
Well, not you or I. We're comfortably seated behind the back wall, but you see a player go flying. That's the worst.
If anybody could fall and hurt themselves while seated, it would be me. So I can see why you said that. Is that Rock getting out there to clean it up?
Of course it is. And you know, Rock's not just going to clean it up. He's going to polish while he's out there. He's probably got some carnauba in his back pocket.
Well, Rock now on the Devils after the draft this year. So another new team for Rock. You'll be seeing him in action, well, it should be tomorrow. Wet spot cleaned up. Let's begin the action. Division 4 doubles to get the day started. 2 singles matches and 4 doubles on today's slate.
Robin serves. We begin. Unda from the backhand at the 10 line. Lalu, difficult catch. Unda now from the 12 to the inside. Good catch down low by Ikeda. Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Powerful backhand by Unda, goes wall to wall, out to the rebote. Big right side by Unda. Rebote hits the overhead screen. That's out of play. First point for the Cyclones. Robin and Unda. Ikeda gets in there to make the catch. Big backhand follows. Unda over the top, rifles this one. Ikeda's there. Rebote forehand by Lalu. Scoop, tipped. We're all tied up, 1-1. Lalu will serve for the Fireballs.
Again, for both of these players for the Cyclones, really first time out here in a while. Robin had a little bit of experience in the World Super Court this past weekend, and for Unda, this is his debut. Catching is a little different, the surfaces are different, everything new for this player in the backcourt for the Cyclones.
Big right side by Unda. Rebote left side, high to the front wall, clears the overhead screen. Powerful throw, off the tip of the cesta. 2 points for Lalu and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Lalu serves.
Lalu's just got a cannon for a right side. One of the best serves on the roster, actually second overall last year in total aces. But the one thing we want to see this year is for Lalu to get a little more comfortable with the shots, maybe find a go-to, because at times he just struggled to kill the point.
Beautiful catch by Ikeda at the 13 line. Here's the backhand. Robin, backhand to the inside. Robin again, low and hard and caught by Lalu. Lalu's backhand, a little too hard. That struck the overhead screen, which is out of play. We're tied up, 2-2. Robin serves. Lots of power on both sides, but when you're sending it back like that, and that clearly was headed straight for the back wall. Overhead screen caught it, or it caught the overhead screen. That's a third point for Robin and Unda. Robin serves. Also can't forget, back when he was playing full time, not just substituting like he is here, Robin had that serve that he did a lot of damage with.
Great serve. He's got a bunch of shots. Not the easiest guy in the world to play against, especially, you know, substituting in the fifth division. He's a heck of a player, Robin. When he's on, he can score against anybody, really.
There's the backhand by Ikeda. Unda from the 10 line to the corner, out to the rebote. Lalu makes the save. And again on the catch. Ball tipped on the inside. That's 3 points for Lalu and Ikeda. Lalu serves.
And the biggest thing adjusting to this court is you just got to figure out the side wall. You see Unda a little uncomfortable there as that ball was approaching the wall, and just a tip. And
Also it bites.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's seen it bite yet. It's those Magic City bounces where the ball is coming along the wall and then all of a sudden makes a left.
He's had a lot of practice time, but again, the game is a little different.
Lalu backhand from the 9 line. Robote, left side. Lalu is there, winding up. Kosalo, scoop attempt miss. Robote not there. 4 points for Lalu and Ikeda. Lalu serves.
Well, so far, just hard back to the inside has worked for Lalu, and that's going to play right into this Fireballs team hand. You don't want to throw a lot of 2-walls. Lalu's going to keep the ball inside and on the right side when he can, if he can score there.
Beautiful catch by Unda on the backhand. Robote. Robote high and inside. Unda will take it on the bounce. Outside placement, stopped by Lalu. Unda, forehand from the 11 line. Ikeda with a hop, beautiful catch. Picada saved from the backcourt on the rebote by Unda. 5th point for Lalu and Ikeda. Possible set point. Wow.
You can't stress how difficult it is in your first match out here, and you can tell the positioning is giving Unda a little bit of trouble. Again, moving up on some of these throws. And
he's
then
done a really good job
for
for the first. Yeah, this one's tough.
Yeah, he turns and look, and he's not used to the ball coming back that quickly. Great catch there. Oh, what a shot.
Long Costado is stopped by Lalu. Lalu powerfully from the forehand. Rebote to the outside where it scores. Point and set for Lalu and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, and play our next set. So the first set of the day goes to the Fireballs.
Yeah, and Ikeda sliding into the backcourt once again. He played a full season there with Hormachea, if you remember. It was back in season 5, I want to say, for the Fireballs. And he and Hormachea had the best record in their division. Again, obviously Lalu might be a different type of player, but still, Ikeda, if one thing, he can catch the ball back there and engage in these long rallies. Lalu showing you good power, good placement to the inside, and really that's all they needed in that first set.
And we see Cabrera. It's a new-looking Cabrera. Looks like he dropped a little weight. Everybody did.
Dropped a little weight and then grew out the hair a little bit. You know, that's.
I'd like to compliment him on the weight. Look, I come from the old days where basically you put the helmet on the player's head, you take the desk scissors, you run it along the back of the helmet.
Oh, I see where this is going. Yeah,
that's you know, those days passed. You know.
Not like the Yankees here. We don't force you to have a certain hairstyle.
No,
express yourself how you want.
No one forced anybody in the old days. In the old days, we just said, "Do you want to cut your hair?
Do you want to
do something? Or do you want to do something else for a living?"
I see how that worked.
Usually, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's the way I remember it. There's Ikeda.
Well, this team, Division 4 last season for the Fireballs was Lalu with Cabrera, and if Ikeda can just provide that backcourt comfort and consistency, he might not have to play the way that Cabrera does, taking a majority of the balls, catching top 10 in catch rate on the roster for a Division 5 player. But if he can be serviceable back there and allow Lalu to just fire those right sides, this team could, have some success once again. Fireballs brought back 4 of their 6 players from last season. They lost Ron, replaced him with Ikeda, and lost Jedden in the draft, and they replaced him with Joseph. So Joseph back in battle court for the first time in quite a while, too. Second set, there you go. There's the serve.
Robin serves. Our second set has begun. Unda from the forehand. Lalu is there. Backhand from the 8. Rebote forehand by Robin. That's well played. Ikeda to the inside. Unda, beautiful catch behind the 13 line. Big right side over the top. Ikeda with a hop. Stops it on the forehand. Robin's there. Hard to the inside. Tipped. First point of the second set goes to the Cyclones. Robin and Unda.
Well, probably the best opportunity for the Cyclones throughout this match. Robin moving up on the ball. He had it about the 3 line and just fired it as hard as he can to the inside, forcing Ikeda to make that catch. See here, Unda coming out of the corner, puts it right on the wall.
Yeah, Lalu didn't have a play on that.
Catch and sets up the point. Robin cuts it off, gets one for his side.
Lalu picks this serve. The 2-all stopped on the forehand of Robin. Robin Carambola will score. 2 points for Robin and Unda of the Cyclones. Robin serves.
Well, if you throw a 2-all net side and your opponent catches it, you leave yourself in a dangerous spot on the return. Robin takes advantage there, throws the cortada low and hard above the pad from the right side, crosses the wall. No chance for the fireballs there. 2-0.
Ikeda from the 11 line to the inside. Unda from the 10. Powerful throw right to the corner. Here's Ikeda. Robin on the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Big right side by Unda. Caught in the air by Ikeda. Unda from the 9 line. What a catch by Unda. Unda again, powerful throw. Ikeda turns, could not make the save on the rebote. 3 points for Robin and Unda of the Cyclones. Robin serves.
That's got to feel good for Unda. Makes one good catch, and sometimes that's all it takes to reset a player and get them focused and back to playing the highlight they know they're capable of. And again, it is immensely difficult to get out here. He's practically played a different sport his entire career. You're just to the new.
Yeah, I mean, he trained
ball,
he trained under Diego in Guernica.
And then,
so I mean, that's
and then to come out here and
2.5.
expect he's going to be perfect the first time, that's a lofty expectation. He's doing a great job so far settling in this second set.
You were expecting perfection? Andrew.
I didn't say I was. Some might be.
Here's the catch by Ikeda, forehand on the return. Robin's there. 2-0 by Robin, thrown hard and scoring. Well done. 4 points for Robin and Unda of the Cyclones. Robin serves.
Well, now it's getting a little dangerous for this Fireballs team. Obviously, you see the 4-0 scoreline, but when they get behind and you don't have a go-to kill shot, you start engaging in these long rallies just hoping that your opponent drops a ball. And as we said, hope is not the best strategy in the sport. And players are getting better and better by the years, Stu. To expect him to drop a ball, really not going to happen all too often.
Great catch by Ikeda. Here's the backhand. Ikeda on the backhand. Unda will keep it on the left side. Big backhand to the inside. Caught in the air by Ikeda. Ikeda, beautiful catch on the forehand. Ball tipped in the front court. There'll be no shutout. Lalu and Ikeda for the Fireballs on the board with a point and the serve.
Yeah, Robin really wanted that one. I mean,
Yeah,
that was a difficult catch. Seemed like Unda had called him off from the backcourt and still tipped it.
Beautiful catch by Unda off a blasted serve by Lalu. Lalu makes the save. Unda powerfully from the forehand. Ikeda beautifully from the 12. Here's a backhand by Ikeda. Unda now over the top, big right side. Dropping. Lalu went for the save. That caught the overhead screen. That is a 5th point for Robin and Unda of the Cyclones. Possible set point.
Well, that rebote kind of died as it hit the back wall, while Lou forced to go to the ground and try to dig that one out. And send it a little too high and catches the overhead screen, 5-1. Cyclones hoping to push it to a third set.
What a catch by Lalu.
Oh, there it is.
Missed it on the return. Point and set to Robin and Unda. They take the second set. 6-1. 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out, play our third set. Well,
really changed there.
There's something about a pace of play. It's one of the things we talk about, the difference between long court versus short court here is if you just sit and watch it, you watch the time that it takes between the time that the player throws the ball and the opposing player has to catch the ball. You have a bit more time on the longer court. It happens very quickly here. And with Unda's experience in Guernica, particularly long court to begin with. He adjusted to the pace here pretty well in the second set.
Yeah, I mean, he really did. You can tell a lot more comfortable in set 2, and then again, giving players fits with that powerful right side. I mean, he whips it, and he gets a lot out of it too.
Robin, too, a
here,
lot more comfortable throwing the shots.
Again, that's not even a great 2-all. Doesn't open up quite that much, but still enough power to score.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Smiles all around there for the Cyclones. Robin, of course, coming in here to substitute for Bueno.
Yeah, Bueno scheduled for 2 matches
There's
today.
Bueno.
There he is in the background.
Well, he's going to be here. Yeah.
Yes, he's going to be here, always supporting his side, but dealing with an injury, so he's out. Robin replacing him in this match. And then a little bit later in Division 6 doubles, it will be El Barba and Stan against Joseph and Cabrera.
That'll be a fun one.
Should be a great match. It's our 4th one of the day. Coming up next, you'll see Inaki against Urrutia in singles, then Jairo and Manu. Highly anticipated debut for that team against Lalu and Arats. Then El Barba and Stan against Joseph and Cabrera, followed by Manu versus Arats in singles, and then we'll close it out with Inaki and Unda against Urrutia and Cabrera. Those will be the 6 matches in order today. We're in the 3rd set. Lalu will have the serve.
Judge's whistle indicates it's time to begin our 3rd and final set for our first match of the day. Lalu serves. Set 3 is underway. Rebote forehand. Caught by Ikeda in the backcourt. Unda on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Powerfully thrown. This rebote comes all the way to the 6 line. Sent back by Lalu. Scoop by Unda. Lalu snags one at the 8 line. That's a beautiful catch. Here's Unda. Lalu again. Backhand. Beautiful catch by Unda. Ikeda now. Tip ball at the side wall. Robin and Unda first on the board in our 3rd set. Robin serves.
Love Unda's energy. I mean, again, every point he's fist bumping, and even if it doesn't go his way, a little reaction isn't the worst thing in the world to just show that you care a bit. You know, I like to see it.
He was a fan favorite when he played a little further north on I-95. Here's a backhand by Ikeda. Unda, what a catch. He pulled that off the side wall. Big backhand. Rebote coming right up the middle. Rebote by Lalu.
Another good one there.
Rebote forehand. Will score. 1-1. Lalu serves for the Fireballs.
I can imagine this Fireballs team is awfully tight right now. I mean, they just got to loosen up and throw something. And when you're behind and you don't throw a lot of shots, you start to get desperate and you just throw it harder to the inside instead of trying to move the defense around. Against Robin and Unda, try to throw something, get them off their footing. Oh,
beautiful serve by Lalu is stopped by Unda. Rebote to the forehand of Unda. Unda from the right side. Ikeda, backhand from the 13. Rebote forehand. Unda passes on taking it in the air, turns and saves the rebote. What a scoop by Lalu. Rebote coming out, Robin is there. He makes the save. Ikeda advances, backhand from the 8, powerfully thrown. Rebote by Robin on the forehand. Ikeda's there, backhand from the 10. Ikeda advances, forehand from the 8 to the inside. What a catch by Unda. Ikeda, tremendous catch on the forehand. He brings it over the top. Robin's there, rifling it outside. Lalu, tremendous catch. Hard throw, will score. Two points for Lalu and Ikeda. Lalu serves.
Good on Lalu, making up for that earlier miss on Robin's 2-wall. Snatches this one up and just rifles it as hard as he can. A little bit of height on it, too. And Unda couldn't handle that one on the bounce. Again, that was a pretty good opportunity for Robin there. Just a little more outside, he would have had him.
There's the backhand by Unda. Robin on the backhand, little clip, puts it on the forehand of Lalu. Under calls for the catch. Here's the backhand. Wall to wall, out to the rebote. Rebote forehand, just above the pad. It will score. 3 points for Lalu and Ikeda. Lalu has a serve. That was flirting with the pad.
Backbreaking for the Cyclones. Let's see here on this replay. Again, it was inside. It was right on the... Oh, he hooked it. Yeah.
That was hooked a bit, but it didn't touch the pad.
No, it didn't touch the pad either.
No, that turned out to be a perfect shot.
Yeah, I mean, Lalu had his back to the front wall as he flicked it up there.
Juggling in the backcourt. That's a 4th point for Lalu and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Lalu serves.
Yeah, you could just tell there.
Unda had got the serve down because Lalu's been serving it. He scored a lot of points with that.
Well, second best on the roster last year, so really not going to get much tougher for Unda than these serves by Lalu.
Powerful backhand.
Oh,
that is not coming out. 2 points for Robin and Unda. Robin serves.
A perfect throw on a variety of reasons. Number one, I mean, it was right along the side wall, so Ikeda didn't want to go in there and try to make that catch, and then hits right in the chula there, spot where the floor and the back wall meet, and you see, drops a few lines before Lalu can get up to it.
In and out of Ikeda's cess of the ball goes. That is a 3rd point for Robin and Unda.
Again, it's happened a few times for Ikeda, but he's backing up as the serve is coming in, allowing it to cross the sidewall instead of maybe attacking it. Again, to each their own, but made that catch a little more difficult than he needed to.
Lalu picks that serve, sends this backhand rebote for Robin. Lalu, tremendous catch on the left side, powerful backhand. Unda setting up for the rebote. To the inside it goes. Ikeda takes it in the air. Forehand played back. Unda stops it at the 10 line. The forehand. It actually got stuck in the pad. That's a 5th point for Lalu. And Ikeda, this is possible match point.
Going for what looked like an outside placement just above the pad, but as you see, it's stuck in there just a bit too low.
Yeah, there's really no question that ball hit the pad.
Yeah, he's thrown...
It was stuck there.
He threw a 2-wall in the first set. He's thrown outside placement. I love the aggressive style of play, love his energy. There's a lot of things to like, though, and still, you've seen 3-point runs. Game far from over.
Robin picks the serve. What a catch by Ikeda from his knees. He makes the save. Here's Robin. Ikeda on the catch. Forehand. Dropped on the backswing. 4 points for Robin and Unda. Still possible match point for Lalu and Ikeda. Robin serves. Yeah, now's the time when you need to maintain your composure. What a save by by Ikeda. He just makes a great stop. Presence of mind from his knees. That situational awareness, he knows that he's got to get it up above the pad, throw it in one fluid motion. Beautifully done by Ikeda. Just beautiful. Great catch by Ikeda. Here's the backhand. Unda from the forehand. Ikeda from the 13 line over the top. Unda's there. Ikeda takes it in the air at the 12. Backhand. Unda now on the forehand. What a catch by Ikeda on the forehand. Back against the wall. Unda from the 12. Ikeda, beautiful catch again. There's the backhand. Ikeda again, backhand from the 12. Rebote left side by Lalu. He makes the save. Here's Unda. Ikeda, forehand. Robin has the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Lalu's there. Lalu powerfully from the costado, scooped up by Unda. Costado 2-0 by Unda will score. Goodness. It is 5-5. This is match point.
How about that? In your first match, he throws a 2-wall from the 11 line and ties it up at 5-5. How about this? Tough scoop right into the costado, and he throws it so hard, gives Lalu little time to react, and again, just kind of knocks it down there outside, had it lined up. So this is it, 1 point for the match. And Unda talking through some strategy there with Robin. You'll love to see that.
Absolutely.
Maybe just consulting with Robin. You never know. But like to see the communication, already a sign that he's going to be a pretty good partner out there too.
Ikeda keeps it on the backhand. Backhand to the inside. Unda, catch overhead. Robote coming out. Lalu, forehand Robote rifled right back to the inside. That ball is tipped, it scores. What a hard-fought first match for Lalu and Ikeda, winning at 6-5 in the third set.
Wow, comes down to the final point, and Lalu and Ikeda escape with that win, 6-5 in the third set. They give the Fireballs the first win of the game day. See a lot of praise coming off the court by both of those Cyclones there. Robin stepping up as a substitute, Unda in his debut. A lot of positive to take away, but those guys, your winners, Lalu and Ikeda, 1-0.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Back here with some practice ongoing. That is Inaki and Urrutia going at it in singles in just under a minute. We will hear from our winners, Lalu and Ikeda, as they make their way over to the DraftKings Players Cage. And I heard they are ready to go. Let's hear from them, Lalu and Ikeda. There they are. Congratulations, guys. Ikeda, how are you feeling about the opportunity to be back on this Fireballs team and sliding into the backcourt once again?
Definitely the opportunity to be in the Fireballs is great. Obviously, playing in the back, I have to get used to it again. So hopefully I do a good season. Having Lalo up front is going to be a lot easier.
Awesome, guys. Great start to your season. Good luck the rest of the way today.
Thank you, Andrew. Amor, un beso.
Coming up next, we'll move over to singles. We'll see Inaki against Urrutia. Last year, both of these Division II players finished with a record of 3-2. And Urrutia won the match against Inaki last year, so looking to make it 2 in a row. Inaki will have the serve to begin. There's the serve. We begin. Urrutia on the inside, opens up with a backhand. Right into the Chula. It comes out, though. Inaki makes the save. Urrutia on the bounce, picks it up. Costado. And that clipped, and Inaki makes the catch. Whips it inside. Scoop by Urrutia. Catch by Urrutia. This one to the inside. Got Inaki. Robote, not there. First point of our second match goes to Urrutia.
Urrutia off to a good start. Inaki, all about positioning and shots when he has it, when he has them.
Powerful serve. Inaki gets it before it crosses the wall, sends it back high and deep. Robote left side, clip. Inaki, Costado, inside placement, scores. Tied up 1-1.
Absolutely. Inaki sees Urrutia commit to the 2-wall right about here. He's winding up, sees Urrutia running. Urrutia's got that sidestep, though. He can cut back to the inside. Not the way that Inaki placed it. Beautifully done.
Catch back in the corner by Urrutia. Comes out with the left side. Inaki looking for the Robote. Saves it high off the front wall. Urrutia moves in, takes the 2-wall. Opening. Oh, Inaki just did get there. Saves it inside. Urrutia again. Another Costado. This time to the inside.
What a
it's
scoop
by Inaki. One-handed attempt is missed off the side wall. Inaki with 2. He leads.
See that ball move right to the tip of Urrutia's cesta after he makes this catch. Beautiful scoop there by Inaki. That one off the frame. Both players very much locked in.
Good catch in the corner. Urrutia again opening up with the left side. Inaki, Robote. Nice save to the inside with a big bounce. High scoop controlled beautifully by Urrutia. He sends it deep. Robote left side to the inside. Urrutia with the scoop. Now backhand. Robote forehand pushed up the middle. Urrutia stops it in front of him. Whips a cortada to the inside. Inaki trying to get there. He will not. 2-2. Urrutia ties it.
Urrutia watching Inaki, has him to the outside. Powerful for Urrutia's got power on both sides, no question about that. He sees his spot through it. Just beautifully done.
That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Inaki drops it right in the corner. Not a lot in the Robote. Nice save by Urrutia to pass. Inaki now drops to a knee, sends it up the middle. Urrutia 2-all. That one opens and it scores. 3-2 lead for Urrutia.
Costello 2-all opening up beautifully there for Urrutia. In his second season here in Battle Court. Again, figuring out the nuances of that side wall. Bit tricky.
Powerful serve, Inaki. Left side, sends it high and deep. Urrutia on the Robote from the 9 line. It's a 2-all. Inaki stops it, takes a look. Inside placement will
Beautiful
score
throw.
from the forehand. Trading points here. Now tied up again, 3-3.
Both players, both Inaki and Urrutia, but in this case, Inaki takes it, scopes out. You see him look over his shoulder right there, throws it back to pass to the inside. Well done.
Great stop there by Urrutia, right as it crossed the wall. Big backhand follows. Long Robote, Inaki back inside. Urrutia picks it off the air. Scoop by Inaki. This one goes deep. Robote to the inside, past Inaki front ways. He shoots a 2-all on the back end, and that's
beautiful
perfect.
shot by Inaki.
It opens and scores. A lead for Inaki, 4-3.
Zero hesitation with that 2-all off the Robote. Absolutely lethal. He's back there, foot on the 10 line. Snaps it. That is just so well done.
Now Urrutia from the 12 line. Keeps it up the middle. Inaki on the Robote. Same spot. Urrutia with a high scoop. 2-all. Ooh, caught him going the other way. That scores. Urrutia ties it. 4-4 is the score, and he'll serve.
Urrutia seems very confident on this co-style, though. I mean, Inaki is about the 9 line, mid-court. And again, Urrutia, one of those players you're not really sure if he's throwing inside or throwing the 2-all. In that case, the 2-all scores.
Urrutia able to stop this one in the air. Backhand from the 11 line. Inaki goes up for it, cuts it off. Now Ball forehand. Court height coming out, saved on the rebote, just clears the overhead screen. 2-all by Urrutia,
That one's
that's
out.
too wide. So 5 points for Inaki. He's gonna have a possible set point.
Thank you, Joe. 2 previous ones landing in really well. That one landing sufficiently wide. See if Inaki's able to finish off this set.
Urrutia from the 12. Back inside, Inaki thought about it, now gets out there and does save the rebote. That kicked up, Urrutia with the catch. Well, that one clipped a bit, Inaki has it. Forehand, low end hard to the inside, scoop.
What a scoop.
High scoop made by Urrutia, great control. Left side rebote to the inside. It's tipped along the wall. Point and set. Inaki takes it 6-4. 2 minutes, we come back and play set 2.
Inaki played that beautifully. Very well done. So the first set of our second match goes to Inaki of the Cyclones.
Again, that one matchup last season, Urrutia did get the better of Inaki. A lot of shots being thrown early on. A heavy dose of 2-alls from Urrutia. Inaki able to stop this one. Again, just a defensive save, but able to get there. An inside placement, scooped up.
No shortage of power either. Urrutia from the left side. This one not opening up. Stopped nicely by Inaki. Powerfully thrown to return. Urrutia just not able to bring it on the right side.
Inaki really the lone bright spot for this Cyclones team last year. The 2 teams that he was on were the only ones with winning records. He was 15-5 across those 20 matches played. So you're looking at maybe the new face of the front court for this team, and Inaki could fit the billing there. They added Jairo in the draft this year, so another front quarter, a number 2 front quarter of Jairo's caliber is going to be just a tremendous addition to any team. And then you add Manu, who's one of the best backcourters, and we saw how Unda played. After that first set, he seemed to adjust pretty quickly, so this seems to be a loaded Cyclones team that, what I heard from our friend Nate, Stu, that they had never made the playoffs in the 6-team battle court format. With 6 teams, the Cyclones have never made the playoffs. That was surprising to me, but maybe this is the year. Could take it all the way.
Interesting statistic from Nate. We know he watches very closely, so.
He's got a few nicknames too, but we'll spare those. Second set. Urrutia will serve.
For us.
Catch inside there by Urrutia. Backhand from the 10. Sends it deep. It's off the back wall. Saved by Inaki. Catch here by Urrutia. 2-wall. It opens, but it's out. Inaki with the first point of set 2.
Urrutia makes the catch again aggressively. He's got Inaki there behind the 7 line, but that one just lands wide.
Urrutia, backhand to the inside, past Inaki. Rebote forehand, past Inaki again. Rebote coming out, it's a 2-all return, it's opening. Oh, Urrutia flicked it up in one motion, but it caught the overhead screen. That's out of play. Great effort, but a second point to Inaki.
Got there, just sent it high. Again, we've seen that score. We've seen that score actually pretty frequently, but I think, who was it, Carballo? Yeah, Carballo was the first one of the Magic City guys to bring out La Pistola, as he called it. We're here in the second set. Inaki leads by 2 for the Cyclones.
Urrutia back of the 13. Sends it up to the outside. Inaki stays with it. Tries to get it to the inside, but Urrutia scoops it. There's a 2-all. That one's going to score. Get him on the board here in our second set. Urrutia serves.
Sometimes you just need to see it land in. In that case, Urrutia did it, landed it beautifully.
Now Inaki from the 12. Rebote, Urrutia. Beautiful rebote, wall to wall. Inaki just lays it up overhead. Urrutia makes the catch on the left side. Lays it up the middle. Scoop by Inaki, but he lost it. He went to make the throw. 2-2 now. Tied up.
That is where power can make the difference. Ball was thrown particularly hard by Urrutia. It was a beautiful scoop by Inaki. Just wasn't able to settle it in his basket.
Rebote forehand fire to the inside. Beautiful throw. Inaki inside placement.
Tipped.
Missed. Inaki retakes the lead. 3-2.
Right there at the sidewall, we don't see Urrutia miss many of these. On that left side catch, he's usually spot on. That one just on the frame of his cesta the entire way.
High, hard backhand. That just cleared the screen. Rebote out a long way. Scooped up by Urrutia inside. Sends it back to Inaki. Not a lot of time to react. That sneaks by on the inside. We're tied again. 3-3.
A few years separate these players in terms of experience on the court, but they're similar in that they really look to see where the opening is, especially in singles. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Both do an excellent job at that.
Wow, what a stop there by Inaki. Just did get it off in time. Back to Urrutia. Fires it from the 10. Trying to get it on the floor. Inaki steps up, cuts it off. Low runner. Coming out. Saved by Urrutia.
Oh, what a
Great
catch.
on the inside. Urrutia. Now here's Rebote. It's a 2-all. It's going to be out. Urrutia now leads 4-3.
Great effort by Inaki to try to make that 2-all.
Stop again on the left side of Inaki. Low runner along the wall. Urrutia lets it pass. Saves it on the back end. Inside placement. Long
Tough
run.
one.
That's missed. 4-4 is the score. Inaki will serve.
Inaki put that inside beautifully there from the costado. Right back to the side wall. Crossing just in front of Urrutia there at the 8 line. For 4 here in the second set. Inaki took the first set for the Cyclones.
Urrutia waited for that one across. Backhand to the inside. That one gets past Inaki. There's Rebote save up the middle. Into the chip check. And scores perfectly. 5 points for Inaki. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
Urrutia threw the only one we saw in World Super Court over the weekend. Inaki, boom. Nothing you could do about that. except catch it in the air when it's going back. But on this particular court, whatever the statistics show, most of the balls come out.
Big backhand there to open it up. Inaki all the way out for the rebote. Dropped it inside. Catch by Urrutia. Inside placement. Look at Inaki. Comes flying in to make that catch again. Rebote forehand. It's just launched a long way. Hits it off the back wall. Rebote by Inaki. High scoop. Urrutia sends it inside again. Just out of reach right along the side wall. Ties it up at 5-5. So possible match point here for Inaki. And this is set point for Urrutia.
Beautiful catch by Urrutia here. Back to the inside. On the wall the whole way. Just well done. Again, you can see from that angle, if you throw it and it clips just a little bit, your opponent has a much easier time going for the catch.
Inaki sends it high and deep. Urrutia takes off, stops at the 5 line, sends it hard up the middle. Rebote for Inaki, inside placement, tough one. Urrutia's got it. It's a 2-wall thrown to score. That'll take us here to a third set coming up in just 2 minutes. Urrutia wins it 6-5.
So our first 2 matches have gone 3 sets.
Yeah, both of them going the distance so far. Great comeback there by Urrutia. I mean, it was close the entire way, as was the case in the first set. Neither player jumping out to a big lead. A lot of shots being thrown. Sometimes just that one missed throw that can change the entire complexion of a point. That's what you're seeing here. 2 of the best, shot for shot, taking us to a third set. Some replays here. Urrutia, here's one of them. Looks like he could throw a 2-wall, could throw a drop shot.
Same thing with Inaki.
Straight outside.
They both are they throwing a 2-wall or are they throwing it inside? And neither of them have been clipping.
Yeah. And you see Inaki there, just a little step to the inside. He knew he had no chance to get back out there. You got to commit, I mean, pretty early on when these two are throwing shots and, you know.
They're really playing very much the same game.
Yeah. Not a ton of lengthy rallies either. I mean, really just, you know, who can fire it first, and a lot of times the best shot's winning.
Where am I throwing? Am I going inside? Am I going outside? There you see Inaki stepping out onto the court. About 40 seconds to go. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our second of 6 scheduled matches on the game day.
Up next, you'll see Jairo and Manu against Lalu and Arats.
30 seconds.
Division 2 doubles match. In a match like this, it kind of just comes down to execution, really. I mean, both players are getting the opportunities. Who can land them in more consistently? We saw both players miss in the second set. We'll see who prevails here in the third. Inaki will have the serve. Both players out there ready to go. We're just about ready to begin. Inaki serves, and our third set is underway. Urrutia passing early on. Rebote laid up over Inaki's head and sends Urrutia back to the 11. Back into the inside. Rebote comes shooting out. Inaki with a big bounce on this one. Picked off right along the side wall. It's a tough catch. Now Rebote caught the rail. That is out of play. First point of our third set goes to Urrutia.
Inaki did get assessed on it, just not able to get it onto the glass.
What a hard serve. Better catch by Inaki back behind him at the 13 line. Long Rebote coming out. Urrutia sends it inside. Inaki stays with it. One dropping, Urrutia picked it off, 2-wall.
Good read by Inaki.
Got to it, avoids the net, drops it over the top. Now Urrutia, outside placement. Inaki
Inaki's
doesn't
there.
fall forward. He makes the catch, takes a look. Now sends it back inside. Urrutia picks it up. Tough catches across the wall. Left side Rebote, high scoop. Urrutia's 2-wall is perfect. That will score 2 points for Urrutia.
Such a well-played point by both players. Urrutia coming out on top of that point, but Inaki there solidly.
It's a well-placed
What a
serve.
catch.
Again, spectacular grab by Inaki, and that one crossed the wall. Robote, tough save. Urrutia kind of screened him. Inaki still made the catch. Urrutia whips it from the costado. Inaki is at risk of juggling. He sends it inside. That's a long run, and
what a save by
Urrutia's going to
Urrutia.
get there. Just flicked it up to the outside. Inaki, Karam, that scores. High energy point goes to Inaki there.
Tremendous
first.
play by both players, but look at Urrutia get back to, he makes the stop here on the outside, trying to get it over Inaki's head. He doesn't. That's the importance of trying to get it over his head. And then look at him. Takes off. He makes the save. But Inaki basically has him dead to rights. He's got the entire court to make a play, and the Karam scores.
Backhand up the middle, Inaki. Robote save to the inside. Now Urrutia picks it up high. Sends it back to the inside. Long run for Inaki. He got a cesta, but the Robote's wide. Sails out of play. He's Urrutia a 2-point lead.
Inaki going for that save just wound up going wide. You don't have a lot of control with it. I mean, you can't just get it back up to the glass, but there's nothing easy about it. Trying to flick it back up there, nothing easy at all about it.
Backhand straight into the corner. Urrutia, kind of hooked that one. Inaki has it in the middle of the court. Karam again. That one opens, but not nearly enough. Urrutia gets it comfortably and whips it inside to score. 4 points now for Urrutia.
It was a good enough a Karam, not a Karam, but it was a good enough Karam by Inaki. Urrutia reads it perfectly. Inaki takes a peek. Urrutia stops it and just blasts it back, crossing inside and scoring. Very well done.
What a powerful serve. Crossing
Tremendous
late.
catch.
Yeah, it really was by Inaki there. Robote left side, clipped a bit. He cuts it off. Puts it right up the middle. Scoop by Urrutia. Inaki off his footing, drops it inside. What a big bounce. Scooped up again by Urrutia.
Tremendous control.
This one coming right up the middle. Inaki, there's a 2-wall. Thrown to score. Lands just inside the boundary. It's a second point.
It's a bold choice by Inaki. Worked very well. Costado 2-all off the Robote. Very well done here.
Urrutia going up for that serve. Backhand right along the wall. Robote for Inaki. Played to the inside. Cut off by Urrutia. Inside placement right along the wall. That's going to score. Bringing Urrutia to 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point.
Inaki is capable of mounting a comeback here, but it would be tough. Urrutia has been solid in this third and final set, both catching, court positioning, and these throws.
Serve, that will score for the win. The ace ends it. Point, set, and match. Urrutia takes it in 3 sets, winning the final one 6-2. Second win for the Fireballs in tonight's game day. And 4 matches needed to win the game day, 4 or better. 3 matches, you tie the game day. You win 2 or less, it's a game day loss. Back here with that win by Urrutia. In comeback fashion, might we add. Down in the second set, came all the way back, won that critical 5-5 point, and then set 3 was really all his. Look at how powerful it is. Inaki made 3 or 4 spectacular catches off of these serves. They were all crossing back there just beyond the 11 or 12 line.
Inaki came close to stopping that one, too. That was, you saw a cross, couldn't see any daylight in between. It's not really daylight that we have in here, but couldn't see any light between the ball and the cesta. It was about less than an inch under his cesta. Well done.
We will get Urrutia over to the DraftKings players cage. And here is our winner, Urrutia, from the last match. Urrutia, congratulations. Great performance there to start off the season. How much more comfortable are you feeling in now your second season playing here in Battle Court?
Thank you. And for this season, I'm feel good because the first season for everybody is, I think, is difficult. But I'm feel good. I'm feel good this season. And I hope win more game like this.
Awesome, Urrutia. Well, what a great start for you. Good win over Inaki, and good luck the rest of the way this season.
Thank you.
Kick it back over to doubles here. Second division matchup. We'll see Jairo and Manu, the debut for that team, against Lalu and Arats. Last year went 5-5 for the Fireballs. And Jairo was the big pickup for the Cyclones in this past draft. Cyclones picked up Jairo in Division 3 and then Unda in Division 4, replacing Amigarena and Ikeda respectively from last season. Jairo Manu will have the serve to begin our third match.
There's a serve by Jairo. We begin. Arats on the backhand. Here's Arats again from the 11 line. Manu steps in. Backhand from the 11. Lalu backhand from the 9 line. Arats again to the inside. Arats from the 13. Manu, forehand rebote save. Nicely played. Lalu is there. Lalu blasts this one out of play. Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones on the board first. In our third match, Jairo has the serve.
And really like to see Lalu kind of open it up in a matchup like this. You're playing Jairo Manu, a veteran team, very consistent. They catch the ball about as well as anybody in Battle Court, regardless of ranking. You're going to have to throw something by these guys. They're really not going to give you much. So throw a shot, get comfortable with it. This is a perfect time to do it. Even though that one was wide, I like the idea.
Manu from the 10 line on the backhand. Here's Arats. Jairo from the 7 line. Arats from deep in the backcourt. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 2 points for Jairo and Manu. Of the Cyclones, Jairo has a serve. Well, this is a different. I'm not used to seeing Jairo play with Manu.
No.
Or even practice with Manu. So this is new to me.
This is very new for all of us. I mean, just everything looks good on paper. I mean, Jairo is not going to.
Not everything looks good on paper, Andrew.
No, this team in particular, though.
Oh, on the. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were speaking generally. It's
you don't have to break out the good papers, too. I know you get worried about that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
There's the backhand by Arats. Here's a backhand by Manu. There's the backhand by Aratz, caught by Jairo. Here's a backhand by Manu to the inside. Jairo on the forehand. Robote. Manu, right side to the inside. Ball tipped up at the 8 line. That's a third point for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
And slow start in this one, but again, I think the Fireballs can sense that they're either going to have to engage in these long rallies or they're going to have to find a way to just win these points. Again, going for it there, trying to make a tough catch, just missed. Powerful serve coming in here, too.
Aratz down low, makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Big backhand by Aratz, clears the overhead screen. Manu from the 13 line. Lalu again, this time wall-to-wall from the left side. Robote forehand. Caught beautifully by Aratz. Here's the backhand. Caught by Aratz. Robote. Here's a backhand by Lalu. Manu's there. Manu from the right side, over the top. Aratz on the bounce. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote left side. Kicks to the inside. Beautiful catch by Manu off the side wall. Back to the side wall. Lalu from the 10 line. Manu again, this time from the 12.
Tough catch.
Here's Lalu from the costado. Hard to the inside. Manu is there. Backhand from the 12 line. Lalu from the 8. Robote forehand. By Aratz. Manu stops it again, this time at the 13 line. Aratz, tremendous catch behind the 13. Manu steps up, here's the backhand. Beautiful catch down low by Lalu. Manu again, this time from the 13. Robote coming out, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Jairo. What a scoop by Aratz. Backhand 2-all to the forehand of Jairo. Aratz will not stop that one. 4 points for Jairo and Manu. Jairo has the serve.
And if you're Jairo and Manu, you'd love to see Aratz throwing the backhand 2-all. Really a sign of desperation sometimes when a player who doesn't normally throw it breaks it out late into a point. You can tell this was a long rally, back and forth. Fireballs were throwing it hard, but the Cyclones were there every time to make an easy catch. That's what I was talking about early. Got to throw something to the outside or maybe some splitters, drop shots, where do you have to do? But deep and inside against Manu and Jairo, they're going to be there all day.
Beautiful catch by Aratz. Here's the backhand by Manu from the 12 line. Aratz is there. Aratz on the catch. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Jairo. Robote saved by Aratz. Jairo backs to the 8 line to make the catch. Powerful forehand to the inside. What a scoop by Aratz on the 13 line. Lalu will take that on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Scoop by Manu. Manu from deep in the corner. Aratz now from the 11. What a catch by Aratz. Manu powerfully to the inside, and Aratz is there. Here's a backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand by Jairo, cut off by Lalu on the 7 line. Manu, forehand. 2-all, will score. Lalu and Aratz get on the board with a point and the serve.
Well, you're going to see in the replay here, Jairo hesitates ever so slightly as he's moving to the outside here. It doesn't look like this is going to open up too much, but that's the difference. You see Jairo stop right there, and then he tries to get back to the outside and accelerate.
You're going to be apprehensive about throwing a 2-all against, giving it to Jairo on the right side. I mean, we've seen a number of points go Jairo's way.
Absolutely.
He just blasts it from the right side of the inside. Here's the backhand off the side wall by Aratz. Here's Manu. Manu to the inside. Rebote, left side. This one caught in the backcourt by Manu. Manu comes over the top. Cortada, stopped by Manu. Rebote coming way out. Jairo eyeballs on it, sends it wall to wall from the forehand. Rebote, Lalu to the inside. Manu is there. Beautiful catch behind the 11 line. Rebote forehand. Here's a backhand by Manu. Lalu from the 9 line. Backhand to the inside. Lalu takes that in the air. The 2-all lands in and scores. Beautifully executed 2-all by Lalu. 2 points for Lalu and Aratz. Lalu serves.
Well, back-to-back points with a shot, and the only 2 the Fireballs have put up on the board in this match. I mean, at the very least, you'll move Jairo to the outside of the court, and you can't stand on the inside, cut these off, fling these rebotes. You're going to have to get him to defend the entire width of the court. Jairo becomes a little less effective offensively, and that could open up the court for you.
Here's a backhand by Manu. Caught in the air by Lalu. Lalu powerfully from the backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Rebote left side by Aratz. Caught by Jairo on the forehand. Aratz saves another one. Manu on the right side from the 12 line. Aratz advances, takes it on the bounce, sends this one deep, clears the overhead screen. Rebote coming out. Rebote by Jairo, crossing the wall. Lalu going for the save, cannot make the play. 5 points and a possible set for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones. Jairo has the serve.
Look, just a tough rebote. And Lalu's coming all the way up from the front court, diving save there at about the 9 line, and just couldn't line it up. Take another look here. Again, just kind of died in the corner. It opens up a bit. Yeah. Had it in there for the moment, but fell out as he went to make that throw.
Beautiful catch by Aratz off a hard serve by Jairo. Rebote forehand saved by Jairo. Lalu cuts it off. He's at the 5. Scooped up by Jairo. Jairo's carom will score. Point and set for the Cyclones. Jairo and Manu. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Well, Jairo was all over that one. Made the adjustment, scooped it up, and the carom to end that first set 6-2.
Here's a replay. Some of the top points from hard-fought match. Beautiful scoop here by Jairo. Jairo returns a carom. Opens up wide to score. Very well done. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 3rd of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage That's the view from the back of the cage, in case you were wondering. Because we often see the view from the front towards the back. And there you see Jairo, one of the players who prefers to keep the cesta tied in between points. Also one of the veterans of this roster. There's Bueno, who is very much a part of the Cyclones team. Just presently dealing with an injury. Jairo's just been absolutely punishing since he first came to Battle Court with that right side. About 30 seconds to go before we begin our second set. Lalu and Rats already on the court. Manu. Tremendous catching, and communication between him and Jairo has just been perfect.
Manu's sensational start. I mean, he was great in the World Super Court and then carried it over into this to opening night of Battle Court. Didn't miss a ball that first set. Again, when he is on and he's focused, it's hard to say there's anybody better in the backcourt. Second set, hear the whistle. Let's begin.
I saw someone yesterday who might be able to give him a run for his money back there. But then again, I woke up this morning, I was like, did I really see that? You know,
Could have been a dream, yeah.
Could have been. We're ready to begin our second set. Lalu has the serve for the Fireballs. Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Manu, a low runner to the inside, caught beautifully by Arats down low. Here's a backhand again. Arats again, backhand to the inside. Manu pulling that from the sidewall beautifully at the 11 line. Arats now from deep in the backcourt. Jairo's there. Jairo on the backhand. Lalu, backhand from the 8. Powerful backhand into the corner, out to the rebote. Jairo makes the play. Manu for the rebote. Lalu cuts it off, winds up. What a throw, stopped by Jairo. Beautiful scoop made, but Arats unable to hold on to it. Fine play by both teams. Jairo and Manu get the first point of the second match.
Yeah, that's a wonky spin kicking off the sidewall there, and considering how hard Jairo threw it too. Next to impossible catch there for Arats. Had it for a moment, but just popped out there late.
First point of the second set. I said match. You're supposed to correct me on that stuff. No, you're not. I'm supposed to get it right to begin with. Where are we?
I was so surprised. I was shocked that Arats almost made that catch. That was a tough one.
Absolutely. There's the backhand by Arats. Manu looks for the rebote, plays it inside. Big bounce, brought down by Arats. Rebote to the inside. Arats is there. Rebote forehand. Powerful right side by Lalu. Pulled off the wall by Manu. Arats from deep in the backcourt. Back to the inside. Manu is there. Manu, great catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand by Lalu will pass. Rebote going back to the sidewall. Jairo makes the save. There's the throw by Arats to the inside. Arats in the corner. Beautiful catch. Nice return. Jairo midcourt. Backhand to the inside. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Beautiful catch by Manu. Arats now from the 12 line. Low and inside. Manu is there. Manu makes the catch on the forehand from the right side. Sends it deep. Wall to wall from the right side it goes. Lalou is there. Robote kicks to the inside. Beautiful catch by Arats. Robote, wonky bounce off the back wall. Jairo still makes the save. Lalou winds up, fires it inside. Manu takes it down low on the forehand. Wall to wall he goes from the right side. Robote's save by Lalou. He keeps it in play. Jairo's there. Hard throw. Arats for the Robote. Going for the 2-wall. It hit the pad. 2 points for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
You know, just look at that point right there. While Lou's got a costado, he throws it inside. Manu scoops it up. 2 throws later, the point's over. That's what I'm kind of saying. Just throw something. I know in the first set, it worked out twice, and the last point didn't quite go their way. But if you're just going to play this rallying game to the inside, there's nobody better at it than Jairo. And then you give him Manu in the back. These guys aren't going to miss anything. Manu hasn't missed a ball yet. And again, I understand sometimes you don't, as a backcourter, if you're a Rots, you don't want your front court to just be firing shots, but it's probably the best way for them to win this match when you think about it. But just great play by this Cyclones team. I mean, it's one thing we talked about on paper, but to go out here and execute like this, it's been fun to watch.
Talking about paper again?
Sorry. It's triggering, I know.
Here's a catch by Lalou on the forehand. Right side to the inside. Robote left side to the inside. Manu is there. Arats. Little hop up the wall, makes the catch. Here's Manu from deep in the backcourt. Lalou calls for the Robote. Little clip. Manu's got on the right side. Manu. A little lower. Arats has it. Arats from the 10 line. Jairo's there. Robote. Manu cuts it off. Pika, big bounce. Brought down by Arats at the 13. Catch by Manu, midcourt. Robote forehand. Caught by Manu. Beautiful catch by Lalou at the 8 line. Powerful backhand follows. Arats on the catch. Lalou reaches in. Powerful backhand to the corner, and Manu with a spectacular catch there at the 13 line. Right on the wall. Ball tipped off the Robote. That's a 3rd point in the 2nd set for Jairo and Manu.
The Cyclones are so precise, too. I mean, all these balls right along the sidewall or as close as they can be. That time, man, no chance for Lalou to save it. Can't get the cesta there into the sidewall, and it's just a miss.
Manu's playing fantastic. I mean, just at the court positioning, the catching's been solid. The communication with Jairo, spot on. It's a hard serve by Jairo, returned by Arats. Robote, that rebound off the back wall to the forehand of Jairo. Backhand 2-all. Tipped. That's a point for Lalou and Arats. Lalou has a serve.
Even there, you know, you throw a shot. Not a great shot, but you get Jairo off his footing, takes his eye off it, and you get a point, you know. Just something to deviate from, you know, the same points that they've been playing over and over, and finally got one on the board. See if they can add another.
What a catch by Manu. Backhand by Arats. Manu is there. Manu from the 12 line to the inside of Robote. Robote forehand saved by Lalou. Lalou steps off the wall. Oh, what a scoop by Arats in the corner. Beautifully played. Robote, left side. Robote forehand, hooked. That's a 4th point for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones. Jairo's got the serve.
Same thing on those right side rebotes. When they're too close to the side wall, you just can't get a lot of power on it. Flick it up there, but most times it's going to come up short, as it did there.
The speed that the ball's coming off of the back wall on the rebote kind of sets what you're going to be able to do with it. Since you can't catch it and stop it, you're basically just continuing with the speed that it's coming with. What a catch by Arats. There's the backhand. Manu from the 12 line. Manu now in the corner. Here's the backhand. Robote coming in a little low. Lalu makes the save. Manu, backhand. Arats from the 13. Arats now from the 11. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote coming out. Jairo sends it. What a scoop by Arats on the forehand.
Yes, it was.
Manu will take that on the bounce at the back wall. Beautiful catch. Robote coming out. Lalu is on it. Forehand Robote saved. Coming up quick on Manu. What a save by Manu. Powerful backhand. Robote forehand. Manu back. A backhand 2-0 by Manu lands in and scores.
Oh, still. Wow.
Possible match point here for Jairo and Manu.
Well, Cabrera's coming up next, so get used to seeing those backhand 2-walls. That one, as good as you're going to see. It's so quick, Stu, also. It's quick and unexpected. Neither player within 30 feet of that ball.
Especially when Manu's throwing it. Here's Manu on the catch, backhand from the 11 line. Arats to the inside. Backhand by Manu. Low runner to the inside, scooped up by Arats. Arats on the backhand. Powerful, powerful forehand Robote. Stopped by Arats. Robote left side. To the outside. Jairo's on it. Costado by Jairo will score for the win.
Wow.
Point, set, and match to Jairo and Manu, taking it in straight sets for the Cyclones. 6-2, 6-1. I don't think I've ever said that before. Costado 2-0 by Jairo for the victory.
Quite the way to finish it off there. I mean, just adding to what was a spectacular showing by Jairo and Manu. 6-2, 6-1. This Cyclones team looks strong. First win of the day. Fireballs still lead the game day 2-1 as we move on to El Barba and Stan against Joseph and Cabrera.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
And we're back here after that win by Jairo and Manu, the first for the Cyclones here in the fall 25 season. We heard Jairo Manu. Looks like they were out there. They are ready to go with that post-match victory interview. Over in the DraftKings Players Cage, here they are, Jairo and Manu. Guys, on paper, this team seemed to be really strong, and then you guys go out there and just dominate in your first showing. Jairo, how does it feel to be a member of this Cyclones team, and then you got Manu behind you?
Yeah, I mean, super happy. Did you see the game? I mean, he didn't miss any ball. So, I mean, playing with Manu is easy. I just cover, I do my job, and he does everything. So easy. I'm happy to be in Cyclone.
Awesome, guys. Flawless performance right there and a great start to your season. Congratulations and good luck the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, guys.
All right, coming up next, we're going to have some Division VI doubles. Again, Bueno out for the Cyclones, so it will be El Barba subbing for Bueno. Alongside Stan, El Barba and Stan against Joseph and Cabrera.
Joseph grabs a hold of that serve, throws it inside to score.
Joseph gets the fireballs on the board first. That's soft cortada.
So
that's a good start, Stu.
Yeah, Joseph has been out of it. He hasn't been selected for a team in a couple seasons here. He's been talking about that. That's a pretty good start.
Scoop by Cabrera. Backhand 2-0. El Barba's got it. Soft touch by El Barba. That's in the pad. Pad is bad. 2 points for Joseph and Cabrera.
Cabrera mentioned or hinted towards the fact he was going to be going to the backhand 2-all. That one wound up right in El Barba's cesta. Now, El Barba's here substituting. So Cabrera throws him. We know he throws him. I think he's looking back here somewhere for approval. Not getting it from the second announcer.
Nice backhand there by Stan. Caught overhead by Cabrera. Forehand up the middle. Stopped there by El Barba. High to the inside. 3-wall play. Cabrera knows where to be. Drops it back inside along the wall. There's Stan pulling it in. Backhand just clears the overhead screen. Joseph on the rebote. It's a 2-wall. El Barba from the outside whips it back in. At Cabrera's feet. That's a good one. First point for El Barba and Stan.
We know El Barba breaks out the surprise. Again, he's substituting in here in this 6th division match. He's got a lot of experience playing against Joseph. A lot of experience playing against him. Going all the way back to 2018.
That is a fault. First serve, second serve coming up.
Just a miss serve. Once you make this turn, that's when the serve begins.
That is an over serve that will constitute a double fault. Joseph and Cabrera with 3.
Yeah, once you turn, that's when the serve is beginning.
That serve caught the sidewall first. That's an illegal carom serve. Second one coming up. Serve must contact the front wall first. That one, it was close, but just hit the side. Second serve is good. Now Stan from the 9. Powerful backhand. Cabrera lines it up, makes the catch in the air. This one dropping to the inside. Stan runs under it. Powerful throw. This one right along the wall. Stopped again. El Barba reaching in. That one's tipped. 4 points for the Fireballs.
El Barba did get assessed on it. Just wound up tipping it. Tough catches there at the side wall.
That was right on the numbers, too.
Yeah, very much so.
Tough serve. Stan moving up on it. Gets there before the second bounce. Now Cabrera. Backhand 2-wall. Got him. Perfectly thrown. That's 5 points and a possible set point.
Yeah, that almost makes up for the first one.
Almost.
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 Of the words in that sentence, which was the important one? Almost.
Stan runs under it. He blasts the backhand this time, but Cabrera lines it up, stops it. Drops it at Stan's feet. He makes a high scoop. Catch off the sidewall. Cabrera slows it down, lobs it up high. Stan gets there. This one a little lower, crossing the wall. Now Cabrera from the 9, big backhand. Long rebote coming out. El Barba saves it to the inside. Cabrera back up the middle. El Barba cuts it off. Big backhand. Oh, a little too big. That's up in the overhead screen. Point and set. Joseph and Cabrera win it 6-1, 2 minutes. Come back and play set number 2.
Yeah, Barber was trying to get that ball back far and hard. Just caught the overhead screen in the process. And the first set goes in favor of the Fireballs. Joseph and Cabrera.
Yeah, Joseph out here, full member of this Fireballs team. And he won the inaugural championship in Battle Court as a member of the Cyclones, and then has seen some appearances as a sub for the most part, but back here full time. I know he's been eager for this opportunity. He's excited. He's been working hard in the offseason, and it's a good start for him with the soft cortada, and then great play by Cabrera behind him, as we would expect.
No question about it. El Barba's in here substituting for Bueno in this Division 6 matchup. Stan, solid on his catching for the most part in the backcourt.
Yeah, Stan last season, got to remember, he lost all 20 of his doubles matches, but he did play in Division 5. This year he dropped down to Division 6. He's playing alongside Bueno, and again, Stan still in his 3rd year, so still figuring it out and very much improving. Cabrera last season, just staggering catch rate numbers. 97.5% was his catch rate, which was 8th on the roster. That includes all qualifying players, and he's a 5. So given his rank, it's hard to argue that there's a more valuable player in all of Battle Court. Cabrera, Division 5 player. This is another year where he's been frozen back to the Fireballs. And again, surely happy to have him with his skill set.
Absolutely.
And his 14 two-wall kills in doubles was the best among D6 players and top 10 on the roster too. All those backhand two-walls, but still, it's a threat. Ready to go with our second set here. El Barba and Stan have the serve. El Barba begins our second set. This one dropped at his feet. Barba steps out of the way. Stan on cortada, picked up by Cabrera. Well, a little too much on that backhand. It's up in the overhead screen and out of play. El Barba and Stan get the first point of set 2.
Cabrera got a lot of power on that. A little too much, obviously, hit the overhead screen.
Fault under serve, first fault, second serve coming up.
El Barba was like one of the first to realize that a cortada serve, I don't know that he knew what he was doing at the time, but that it was a thing. Of course, we remember that, what was it, Us and Jack, where he went up against Johan?
Oh,
yeah.
Don't remind me.
Yeah. The serve heard around the world.
Backhand to the inside. Cabrera tip ball. That was right on the side wall. 2 points for El Barba and Stan.
A focused El Barba can do some damage.
I mean, perfectly placed. That was right on the wall there.
Very well done.
Low runner to the inside, scooped up by Stan. Backhand. Now Joseph whips it to the outside. Stan long run. He got there. Forehand across the court, crossing the wall, and now Cabrera picks it up. Low runner that's scooped in the corner by Stan, sends it up high. Cabrera now with the forehand. Slows things down, crosses the wall. Stan picks it up on the left side. Beautiful play. There with the low runner this time. Stan, tipped ball. That'll get the Fireballs on the board here in set 2.
Stan just ran out of court there. His catching's been obviously better today. That ball just tipped at the back wall.
Stan low runner,
What
that
a
one's
catch.
on the wall, caught by Cabrera. Low running return, scooped up high by Stan. Stan again, nice scoop, backhand, and high and deep. Not past Cabrera though, he's got it at the 13. Stan clean miss front ways. Rebote saved on the back end. Joseph attacking, whips the forehand over Stan's head, coming outside. Stan makes the save. Cabrera stays with it. Outside of the court, gets the soft cortada. It's dropping, Stan picks it up. Catch on the inside by Cabrera, backhand dropping, scoop by Stan. Now Cabrera, forehand right up the middle. Barba cuts this one off, whips it inside. Joseph, 2-all by Joseph.
Man, look at that.
Scores. What a shot there. And we're tied 2-2.
It wasn't just a costado, it was a very, very good costado
vicious.
tool. I mean, there's no accident here. He threw this with intent, and look at this. It just grabs the side wall, cuts to the front wall, and shoots straight out. That's beautiful for Joseph.
Strong throw to the inside, pulled off the wall, backhand return by Cabrera. Barba overran it, couldn't make the catch. 3 points, and the Fireballs back out in front.
So let's talk some more about that 2-all by Joseph.
Best one he's thrown. I mean, that opened up
Yeah, that was
wide.
beautiful.
Rebote left side, another 2-wall, not opening up. Barba, costado of his own, fires it up the middle, scoop by Cabrera. What a play to the right side, and Stan tipped it. Leads up to 2 for the Fireballs. Joseph and Cabrera serve.
Yeah, Stan's been doing much better when he's taking the ball either in the air or more predictable bounce on the left side. Right side scoop coming up quick on him. Been eating him up.
Serve is good. Stan from the outside. Nice backhand. Cabrera has to play the rebote. He saves it back up the middle. Barba with the catch. Big backhand follows. Cabrera calls him off, looking for the rebote, and sends it inside, where it scores. Ball missed by Stan. They brought it to 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point.
Stan had been catching those pretty well, that one. Cabrera just put it back to the inside. Well done. We have possible match point.
Nice backhand there by Stan. Joseph looking for the rebote. It's in. Barba
Oh, my.
dropped it. Point, set, and match. Joseph and Cabrera take it in straight sets, 6-1, 6-2. And the third win of the day for the Fireballs, so they've secured at least a tie in tonight's game day. Fireballs need to win one of these next 2 to get the full point. Rats against Manu up next, then Inaki and Unda will take on Urrutia and Cabrera to close it out. What a performance there. Joseph and Cabrera, straight set victory to secure the Fireballs' first points of the year. Whether that's a half point for a tie, a full point for a win, but we'll see how these final matches shake out here in the end. Take a look at some replays though. Barba winding up that forehand, putting it inside. Here's the highlight for Joseph. Costado, 2-wall. Look at where this opens up, and look at where it hits.
Beautifully
Barba
thrown.
not close to it. Then the rebote here by Joseph. Again, he hooks it, but it stays inside. It's along the wall, and it's just missed. We're going to hear from our winning team, Joseph and Cabrera. There they are. Congratulations, guys. First win of the year. We're going to send it over to Joseph, though. We're going to ask you, Joseph, you're sitting there in the draft, coming down to the one of the last picks. How did you feel to hear your name called and get back into this battle court?
Oh, man, I was so excited to hear my name. I was so excited to hear my name, actually. And I just knew once I was landed on the team, I just want to stay a part of battle court. So I just got to do what I got to do, you know.
Awesome.
Was I there?
You were there, bro.
Awesome, guys. Well, what a great start together, and good luck the rest of the way. Secured at least a tie of the game day so far.
Thank you. Shout out to the Osheks watching. Love y'all.
Division I singles coming up next. It'll feature the top players on these teams, both backquarters. Manu for the Cyclones and Arats for the Fireballs. Both players with a 3-7 singles record last year, and these two split their season series. Both players with one win against each other. Manu will have the serve. Ready to begin match 5.
Manu serves, we begin. Here's Arats on the backhand, straight up the middle, caught by Manu. Manu powerfully from the left side, wall to wall. At the wall, it scores. First point of this match goes to Manu with the Cyclones. He serves.
Manu looking to build off of that great doubles performance earlier on with Jairo. Didn't miss a ball, and kind of expecting the same. Manu is, when he's on, he's flawless. I mean, he just doesn't miss anything, and so far so good today. Puts it right along the sidewall to start. It's the first point.
Beautiful catch by Arats off the sidewall. Backhand passes. There's a long 2-all. Arats reads it. He's out there to stop it. He did not stop it in his cesta. That's the second point for Manu of the Cyclones. He serves.
Well, Manu is off his footing, and he turns it into a shot, and a good one at that. Arats just picked it off the net, but you could tell never had full control of that ball as he went to make the throw.
Arats with the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Manu, powerful backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Robote forehand by Arats. Caught by Manu. Robote is missed. 3 points for Manu of the Cyclones. He serves.
Timing just a bit off. Another missed Robote here for Arats early in this match. That one more surprising than the first. Didn't have any trouble with the sidewall there. Just a swing and a miss.
There's the backhand by Arats. Robote forehand, straight back. Off the tip of Manu's cesta it goes. Arats is on the board with a point, and he has a serve for the Fireballs. Rare miss by Manu. He's been solid with that catching. Nothing easy about that catch, though. Manu on the backhand from the 12 line. Arats reaching behind him to make that catch. Robote forehand by Arats. That ball missed at the side wall. That's a 4th point for Manu of the Cyclones. He serves.
Well, it's been precise all day long, and these Robotes on a line. Off the back wall to the side wall.
Every time, high degree of accuracy in doing it. Here's the backhand by Manu. Robote, left side, high to the front wall, caught by Manu. Manu looks for the Robote from the outside, back to the inside he goes. Arats is there. Beautiful catch at the 10 line. Robote forehand. Manu cuts it off the 7 line, backhand, right to the corner. out to the rebote. Arats to the outside. That lands out of play. Manu has 5 points, possible set point.
And that one just escaping out of Aratz's cesta. Came up on the hands, pushed it wide, and well out of play.
Yeah, we're used to seeing Arats with a bit more control. I believe he made a change. I mean, it's never the cesta's fault, but the cesta does play a role, especially if you've switched to a new cesta recently. Recently, and I believe that is the case here. There's a backhand by Arats. Manu powerfully. That ball tipped at the side wall. That's a second point for Arats. Still possible set point for Manu.
Yeah, that ball was on the sidewall, and Arats needed every bit of it. Look at this replay here. Right on the numbers. Manu going to get a tip on it. So well done there. Just a second point, though.
Manu on the backhand, wall to wall, right to the corner, out to the rebote. Arats is there. Manu makes the catch. Rebote forehand. Catch by Arats. Arats fakes the 2-all, puts it back inside to score. 3 points for Arats. Manu with 5. Arats serves.
There's a good illustration that shows you when you throw that costado, you have options. Manu committed to the outside, looking to stop the 2-all, and Arats recognized it, threw it to the inside with a big bounce. No chance for Manu to make that long run.
There's a backhand by Manu. Arats from the 11. Powerful backhand. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Manu. Passes. Drops to the back wall. Arats is there. Manu on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Arats. 2-all save. It lands in. Manu is there. Manu powerfully from the forehand. That will score. Point and set for Manu of the Cyclones. He wins the first set 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our next set.
Strong start for Manu once again. And when he's playing well, Stu, it looks just kind of effortless out there. I mean, he moves to the ball so well.
His positioning is absolutely impeccable.
So precise on the throws. And you see here, good lateral movement too. Gets there on the outside with the stop and then, bam, just fires it in, crossing the wall. It's such a hard catch. I mean, Arats is capable, but again, you just got to time it up perfectly to be able to stay in that point. Back over here in the player's cage with Cyclones. Team captain, a #1 player, Manu, halfway home to his first singles win of the year. And Cyclones need to win this match and the final one of the day to tie tonight's game day.
Trying to think if Hyro looks better in blue or red. What do you think? We have one of those vote things on IG.
Yeah, well, you could do that. You could put it up. Do you like him as a devil or you like him as a cyclone?
Me personally, no. I would do that. It's occasionally
social media.
Occasionally I post something, but you know, it's rare. It's rare. I never know what I'm doing. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our 5th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. About 20 seconds to go before we begin. Second set.
Not wasting any time here. Arats ready to serve. Manu making his way out there. And so far for Arats, it's just been a tough day. Not many times last year where Arats lost both of his matches, in jeopardy of doing just that if he loses one of these next 2 sets.
Long time since we've seen that. We're ready to begin our second set. Arats has the serve for the fireballs. Arats serves. We begin. Manu on the backhand. Arats takes it in the air, winds up. Long costado 2-all, thrown beautifully by Arats to score. Arats first up on the board here in the second set. He serves.
Quite the change of strategy here to begin set 2. I mean, first throw, gets it on the costado, shoots a 2-all, and that one opens up wide. Yeah, Manu well away from that ball as it hit the net.
Here's a backhand by Manu. Arats at the 11 line. Backhand to pass. Rebote forehand. Outside placement of the forehand. Rebote from the side wall will score for Manu. Manu on the board with a point and a serve. There's so much that's difficult about that to explain it would be, this isn't the right course. This isn't the right course in Battle Court. We need to go to a higher level course, and we don't have enough applicants.
600 or 700 level. I mean,
that's so difficult because it was dropping. I mean, there were so many things about that. I mean, it was dropping. It wasn't, if it's chest level or waist level, maybe. That was dropping. So well done. Here's the backhand by Arats to the inside. Rebote forehand by Arats to pass. Rebote forehand, straight back, up the middle. Arats looks for the rebote. Sends it to the inside. Manu is there. Backhand from the 8. Right to the corner, out to the rebote, and Arats is there again. Manu powerfully to the inside. Arats takes off, gets to it, makes the save. Tremendous play by Arats. He's up. Inside placement by Manu will score. 2 points for Manu of the Cyclones. He serves.
Such a slow wind-up on that costado, forcing Arats to commit, and then Manu just throws it the opposite direction. Take a look here. He's on the ground. Manu runs around this ball to keep it on the costado. He sees Arats move in, just throws it inside. Simple counter. Just waits as long as he can and then fires it to the inside.
Does it without holding. I mean, it's a smart way to play. It's a very smart way to play, especially singles. Here's the backhand by Arats. Rebote forehand. Arats attacks, has it on the costado. Costado 2-all again, opening and scoring. Well played. 2-2. Arats serves for the Fireballs.
This is the type of Arats you want to see more of in singles. I mean, just kind of going for it. Running up under the ball, catches it in the air, and shoots a 2-all early on these points.
So well done.
You know, all these guys are so competitive, and then you look at the other 4 players in this group, most of them are front quarters, and all of them throw shots. So you got to do that to be able to compete at this level.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Powerfully, wall-to-wall from the left side. Scoop by Manu. Here's the backhand. Arats, fine catch, off the wall. Rebote forehand. Rebote forehand again. Manu. Backhand, a little lower. Dropping. Saved by Arats. Beautiful pickup by Manu at the 8 line. Manu has it on the costado. Costado 2-all. Lands in and scores. That's beautifully executed by Manu. He has 3 points and the serve for the Cyclones. It's a tale of 2 different types of costados. It's like we saw Inaki and Urrutia blasting them earlier. We saw Arats in this match, of course, moving up on it quickly, throwing the 2-all very aggressively. Manu is just, he takes that big swing and he gets it to open without all that power. It's just an entirely different way of throwing it. And you need to be able to do it. I mean, it's a skill, it's a skill that's unique to specific players. Fault, over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand, thrown powerfully. Rebote, forehand by Manu. Arats cuts it off behind the 11 line. Here's the backhand, taken in the air by Manu. Manu again. This one passes. Arats, forehand, rebote. To the outside, Manu is there. Low and hard. What a catch by Aratz. Manu, 2-all. Aratz got a read on it, gets out there, stops it. Manu stops the return. 2-all, 2-score, 4 points for Manu. And the Cyclones, he serves.
Look, some question as to whether it landed in, but Manu did the right thing, kept going with the play, and look, he's outside at the 5 line. Just got to kill the point from there. Here's the throw.
This pretty
the
high.
ref was all over it. Yeah, that landed in, and then Manu. I mean, he's got it up there. Good luck. Blasted inside, and it scores.
Yeah, never confuse the fact, at least when I'm announcing, that if I'm not talking that I don't agree with something going on in the court, sometimes I'm just mystified. Yeah. That was the case there. I mean, Aratz threw that differently than he throws.
It was a wonky looking throw.
Yeah, he threw that much differently. Went like with that Douglas high bounce.
It was almost like he switched up late, and he was caught between just a forehand to the inside.
That's the part
and
that's the part that threw my. That's the part that threw my talking.
I'm with you, Stu. That was, you don't often.
We
see
both
that.
were sitting back here like dumbfounded. Dumbfounded's a good word. Yeah, dumbfounded. I was dumbfounded. I don't know if you were. Were you dumbfounded?
On the path.
There's a serve by Manu. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand, powerfully thrown. Aratz cuts it off midcourt, juggling on the catch of Aratz. That is 5 points for Manu of the Cyclones here in the second set. Possible set, possible match point.
That's a tough one. I mean, a leaping catch to the player's right side. That one wants to spin out of the basket, and not too surprised that that one was a juggle. And see, I was looking away as the replay was going, Stu. I couldn't even get a good look at it.
There's the backhand. Robote coming out. Powerful Robote, a little too strong. That hit the overhead screen coming off the front wall. That's a 3rd point for Aratz. Manu with 5 and still possible match point. Manu reaching up to make the catch. Here's the backhand. Oh, what a catch. What an attempted catch. Point, set, and match to Manu. Taking it in straight sets. 6-3, 6-3.
And a second win for the Cyclones. So with one match left, Fireballs can either win the game day or the Cyclones could end it in a tie. We'll see Inaki and Unda versus Urrutia and Cabrera coming up next. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Back here with replays of that Aratz-Manu singles match. Here's that Karam from the outside. Yeah, it was just that one step. He kind of opened up late, looking for a bigger bounce. And you see Inaki doing the surrender cobra in the back. He knows what's coming, and it's a forehand to the inside.
What's that called? You said surrender
The
cobra?
surrender cobra, your hands on the head. You never? Yeah.
Never heard. Like literally never. Hey, there's an interview coming up.
Yes, well, we'll hear from Manu. And there he is. Wow, up on camera right now. Sorry, Manu. Great playing, I mean, all day today for you. It's a different look for the Cyclones this season. How are you feeling with Jairo and Unda as your 2 pickups in the draft?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Obviously, we know Jairo. We know the caliber of player he is. So we're happy with the pick. And Unda, pues, he showed us that his first game he played very good with a lot of energy. And maybe this is something that was missing in the Cyclones the last year. So hopefully we had a good season.
Awesome, Manu. Great start for you today, and good luck the rest of the way. Thank you. Yep. One match left. Chance for the Cyclones to tie it up. They will send out Inaki and Unda to take on Urrutia and Cabrera. Inaki with a Migarena last year, 7-3 in Division III doubles. Urrutia last year with Ron in the backcourt was 2-8. But some expectations for this Fireballs team. Cabrera, just a tremendous player, now paired up with Urrutia. They're expecting this team to do some damage. They got a test early on against Inaki and Unda. There's a serve, we begin. Urrutia picks it, sends it inside. It's tipped. Urrutia and Cabrera with the first point of our final match.
Ball crossing the sidewall just right as Unda was going for that catch.
A tough layoff too, playing that first match and then playing match 6. I can't imagine all too easy for him.
Cold in here.
Yeah. We're not even playing. There's a catch inside by Urrutia. He sends it deep. Unda, tough play overhead. Catch on the inside by Inaki, floats it up, and Cabrera keeps this one on the left side. Inaki again, this time from the 8. Backhand crossing off the wall. Cabrera picks it up. Unda plays this one to the outside. Cabrera runs under it. Forehand high off the front wall, crossing. Big bounce, high scoop made by Unda. That backhand just does clear the overhead screen. Forehand, rifle to the inside, picked up on the bounce by Cabrera. Catch inside, here's Unda. Powerful throw. Cabrera again. Middle of the court, low to the inside, scooped up by Unda. Oh, right between the Cyclones,
dropping.
long run for Inaki, and that's gonna come up short. And the pad is bad. 2 points for Urrutia and Cabrera.
Yeah, Unda's absolutely going to defer to Inaki. Inaki called him off, but that ball died coming off of the back wall. Not much of a rebote there. Inaki reached in, just not able to get it up to the glass. Unda getting some feedback from Manu here on the sideline.
Unda handles that serve. Oh, bullet inside. Cabrera stands in, makes the catch. Now Inaki from the 8 winds up the forehand, sends it high, back inside, right to Cabrera. Backhand 2-all. Ooh, missed by Inaki. Couldn't catch it in the air, tried to scoop it. That's 3 points in a row for the Fireballs. Well, sometimes, Stu, I'll say it, the backhand 2-all so bad that it's good. And that could be a case right there. I knew you wanted to. I knew you.
No. I've made a commitment to the second half of 2025.
But at the end of it was right at Inaki's feet, and it was
Yeah.
kind of a tough one. Had to scoop it, couldn't make the play. But that wasn't so bad. That felt a little harsh. I'm sorry, Chris.
No, you were right.
Here's a backhand, Rebote coming out. Saved overhead by Urrutia. Just came out bad. Yeah.
It landed in the middle of the court.
Cabrera from the 11, floats it up inside, now Unda. Tough catch low on the left side of Cabrera. This one dropping between the Cyclones. Inaki all the way in the backcourt, lays it up. Urrutia couldn't get there. Now Cabrera charging in. Low runner inside, stopped in the air by Inaki. He goes deep. Takes Cabrera out of it, Urrutia. Strong rebote. Unda lines it up on the right side. Powerful throw back inside. Urrutia's there. Forehand rebote. Looking across the wall, he does. Now Cabrera all alone, has to save it. It's a big bounce 2-all. Unda let it pass, but he saves it on the back end. Great patience to make the save. Now to the inside, it's a hard one. Scoop by Unda. Low runner, right back to Urrutia. Inside placement again. Higher scoop, made again by Unda. This one comes shooting off the back wall. Rebote turned up the middle, tough scoop. That one missed. 4 in a row for Urrutia and Cabrera.
Have to say that for just starting out, this is his second match in Battle Court. Unda's court positioning is quite impressive. He didn't make that catch, yes, but he got up to the ball. Well done.
Here's a catch by Unda off a powerful serve. He rifles it in the corner. Out of reach of Cabrera. Urrutia saves it on the back end. Now Inaki cuts it off, sends it deep. Urrutia comes back across the court. He saves it. Is it going to land in? Oh, Unda went for it. That was well in. Karam, not enough, but enough to score. Missed on the outside. That's a point for Inaki and Unda.
That's bold to make the catch and return the carom on an unfamiliar court. That's just really well done by. Look at him get out there.
It's
right on the tip, good control. Boom. That's well done.
No shortage of energy and aggression from Unda. You
Nope.
love to see that.
That was the scouting report coming in.
It's the third shot he's thrown from the backcourt, and again, you just got to mix it up. Catching looks solid, and tough in your first day, but certainly figured it out. It's a well-placed serve, gets it past Urrutia. Cabrera dropping it inside, scooped up in the corner. Catch by Cabrera from the 11 line, back inside. Now Unda lost it as he went to make the throw. That was juggling. Did come out of the basket there for a moment. 5 points and a possible set point for Urrutia Cabrera.
Yeah, that call came quick.
It just kind of hesitated as he went to throw it. You could tell it.
Yeah, we really don't see that often. You see juggle on the catch, but not on the throw. But I imagine he was getting ready to throw it very, very, very hard.
It's a hard serve.
Oh, what a
stop
catch.
by Unda there as it crossed the wall. Great play. Rabote left side. This one's got a big bounce. Unda turns to look for the Rabote. Fall down save. Scooped up in the front court. Urrutia right back to him, and Unda makes the catch. Backhand 2-wall, kind of clips. Urrutia's got it on the forehand, low and hard. Unda with a nice catch. Now Cabrera drops it inside, stepped by Inaki. He goes deep, clears the overhead screen. Urrutia tracks down the Rabote, fires it inside. Catch by Unda again. Rabote left side, big bounce. Oh, not a big bounce. Inaki cut it off. Rabote up the middle, that one launched. Unda not gonna get there, but Inaki, good backup, makes the save.
What a
High
scoop.
scoop by Cabrera, deep in the backcourt. Now Unda, what a powerful throw, dropping. Cabrera keeps it on the left side. Low runner on the wall, that will score. Point and set. Urrutia and Cabrera win it 6-1, 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
High energy from beginning to end in that first set. Both Inaki and Unda hanging out there on the court.
Such a powerful throw there to the inside. Look at Cabrera. Catches it low.
Right back to
Look
the
at
inside.
Look at this runner. It's right on the side wall there. I mean, just crosses before Unda tries to make the catch. Again, Unda's had a, think about it, it's a tough day to open up too. He's had to play with Robin, who's coming in as a sub, not the full member of that team. And then he's got to play here with Inaki against Urrutia and Cabrera, who, again, the way that those two played last year, you expect them to be as strong of a doubles team as any for the Fireballs.
Absolutely.
So last year, they put Urrutia with Ron. That team was 2-8, and then they had Lalu with Cabrera in Division 4, and that team was really strong with an 8-2 record. This year, they kind of flipped them. They put Cabrera back with Urrutia. They picked up Ikeda, him paired up with Lalu. So they're expecting the 3 team to do pretty well and also the 4 team to do pretty well. So far, that 4 team with a win. If the 3 team can do it here and get the game day win, be a good sign for the Fireballs early on. And how about this
you
side?
think Unda's getting enough feedback there?
Yeah. You just love to see it, though. And the first thing Inaki did,
From the veterans,
Inaki's
of
a great partner.
100%.
But the first thing he did is came back there, put his hand around him,
Don't worry
same
about
pose as Unda, and just say it, And same thing, the high row, same thing as Manu. And that's all you can do. I mean, day one, look, we've seen it from everybody. It doesn't matter, Olharam, Lopez, Urrutia, Lalu, Douglas, Gosheri. Day one, they look a lot different than they do, 4 games in and then at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
So, again, he's shown a lot of good stuff. He's played well. A couple deep breaths and see what they can do here in set 2. This is a tough matchup against a really strong team that catches the ball not as well as anybody for the Fireballs. So set 2 just about ready to begin. Inaki and Unda ready to serve. There's a serve. We begin. Backhand to the inside again. Inaki's there to cut it off. He goes deep. This one past Cabrera. Rebote coming out to Urrutia. Saves it to the outside. Unda runs under it. Powerful forehand. Cabrera ducks, and Urrutia comes back to make the save. Quick bounce catch on the forehand. This one comes in low and hard. Scooped up by Cabrera. Now Inaki from the 10. Backhand to the inside. Cabrera ducks out of the way. A wonky rebote. Urrutia to the inside. Big bounce.
What a catch.
Tremendous control in the corner there by Unda. Now Cabrera, 12 line to the inside. Drops between them. Inaki calls him off. He saves the rebote on the back end. Lane clears. Backhand gets off, and Inaki's under it. Rebote inside. Unda gets there on the bounce. Awful return. Just comes shooting off the back wall. Urrutia turns it right back to Unda. He makes the scoop. Unda winds up the forehand, sends it low and hard. Scoop again by Cabrera. Backer up the middle. Inaki Costado. Inside
read.
placement shot, but Cabrera read it the whole way. Unda did the same. Stops it in the air and now fires it deep. Rebote forehand. Urrutia back up the middle. Unda keeps it on the right side. Sends it inside. Urrutia stops it again. It's a drop shot to the inside. Ooh, kind of floated on him, and that's going to drop in to score. First point of our second set to Urrutia and Cabrera. It's another thing that's going to come, you know.
It comes with
on
time,
the court.
exactly, and also knowing your opponents. But I'll be surprised if we ever see Unda throw a drop shot. He's got one speed on both sides.
Yeah, oh, that one. You can tell by his reaction. It just kind of floated on him, and that might be a nuance to this ball and court. Yeah, all the above. Frustrating. Powerful serve is an ace. Crossing hard, 2 points for the Fireballs.
It's effective. It wasn't working for Lalu earlier. Urrutia can throw it as well. Goenaga, we know, can throw it again. It's just that blasted serve. Some front quarters will step up in front of it. Ill-advised generally, but
that's a hard serve again, and another ace. 2 in a row for Urrutia. They lead it 3-0.
Urrutia generates such power. I mean,
that was a bullet. I mean, the last two.
No. Just if you go back and you look at the positioning of his body and the follow-through and everything, was just right on.
Another one coming in. Unda's got this one. Opens up with the backhand. Drops it between them. Diving save by Urrutia. Right to the inside. Here's Unda again. Floats it up high and deep. Urrutia takes off, looking for the rebote. Fires it at the 6th line. Up the middle. Unda.
Good move.
Just ducked out of the way. Inaki saved the rebote. Now Cabrera from the backcourt slows it down. Inaki backs up, cuts it off. Now Cabrera from the 11 to the inside. Inaki backs up, stops it again. Forehand rebote, powerfully thrown. Unda gets out of the way. Inaki, that's a tough rebote. It's got a big bounce. Urrutia gonna back all the way up, then shoots it inside from the costado, picked up by Unda. All the wall from the right side. Trying to get a big bounce on it, but Unda read it the whole way, runs under it. Back to Cabrera. Here's his forehand now. Deep in the backcourt. Inaki takes it off the sidewall. Backhand 2-wall, scooped up by Inaki. Cortada just above the pad, and Urrutia picks it up. Backhand caught the corner. Inaki another one. This one over the top, looking for more of a bounce. Rebote, though, saved on the back end. Inaki has a 2-wall. Urrutia stops it. Cortada, soft one.
Oh,
look
what
at
a catch by Unda.
And then his Cortada's picked up by Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Oh, great reflex by Inaki. Karam, not enough, but it does score. What a point there. All 4 players getting involved, and the Cyclones get their first point of set 2.
You said a tremendous play by all 4 players.
I mean, catching these carambolas or cortadas
That's
is
just
so
beautifully
tough.
done.
I mean, and Unda does it, and then Cabrera here.
Right on the tip.
Oh,
Very
man.
well done.
Now here's the carom again. Actually overruns it. Does Urrutia. Couldn't keep it on the left side. this one right between them. Inaki, aggressive call on the rebote, makes the save. It's coming back to Urrutia. Rebote dropped inside, picked up on the bounce. Unda, sidearm throw, powerfully back into the corner. There's Cabrera. Unda now from the 12 line, back to the inside. Rebote coming back to Urrutia, launches it, but Unda's right there. Pussy to the inside, tough scoop, just missed. 4-1 in favor of the Fireballs.
That ball came up on him. He tried to make the catch the entire time. Again, Urrutia just blasting it back to the inside.
Oh,
Inaki
steps in front of that serve. Backhand inside. Cabrera's right there. Unda called him off, made the catch, sends it back. Old bullet inside.
Beautiful
Stopped
catch.
along the wall by Cabrera. Unda again. Powerful throw. Crossing. Cabrera stops it once more. Cabrera keeps it on the left side, floats it up. Inaki goes up, makes the catch at the 9. Backhand inside. Now Cabrera, deeper in the backcourt, puts it along the wall. Unda sends a little runner right back to him. Inaki's backhand, close to the wall, stopped by Cabrera. One caught the corner, it died. Inaki able to go up for it, cuts it off, sends it right back to Cabrera. Nice save by Inaki, it just does clear the screen. Long run for Urrutia. Sends it inside again, picked up by Unda. Launches it inside. Cabrera ducking. Urrutia, quick turn on the rebote, but Inaki able to cut it off. Drop shot. Dropped in to score. 2 points for Inaki and Unda.
Urrutia cuts to the outside. He throws this ball. Inaki makes a great pickup. Urrutia straight to the outside, looking for that 2-all. Turns around. Did not see Cabrera moving in on that.
No, you could tell. It just seemed to be increasingly more tired as that point went on, and didn't even run for the drop shot.
Been catching great.
Yeah. But it is exhausting back there in these long rallies. Catch by Unda along the sidewall, backhand, pulled in by Cabrera. Wall to wall from the left side, Inaki's rebote, back up the middle. Cabrera had to take it on the right side. He made the catch. Tries to get it over Inaki's head, but he steps back to cut it off. Unda from the 12, low bullet. Cabrera will make the catch, another backhand. Crossing the wall, Inaki with the early call to save the rebote. Comes to Urrutia, Costado, high to the inside, big bounce, that's tipped. 5 points, possible set, possible match point here for Urrutia and Cabrera.
Unda's still getting a thumbs up from Inaki. Again, if the ball coming at you like that, in a perfect world, you just move up and you catch it in the air. But in that case, got caught flat-footed. Go for the scoop if you can. But the more difficult of the two catches.
What a hard serve. Unda, great stop on the left side to keep it going. Bote comes shooting off the back wall. Urrutia sweeps it off the floor. Inaki with the catch. Backhand inside, it's tipped right along the wall. 3rd point for the Cyclones, still going here.
5-3 lead, we've said it many times. Dangerous lead.
Low runner to the inside by Cabrera. That's a tough one. Unda didn't want it, and the rebote's in the pad. Point, set, and match. Urrutia and Cabrera take it in straight sets, 6-1, 6-3.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Match Urrutia and Cabrera. Guys, there was some discussion at the draft as to who to put in the backcourt with Urrutia and Lalu. You decided to put yourself back there, Cabrera. What do you think that decision is going to look like towards the end of the season?
I just think as long as we play and communicate well together, we'll do fine. I know our Division III doubles is really tough. I was in Division IV last year, but it's nothing new to me. I've played Division III before, and we should be fine.
And Urrutia, first game day of the season, you guys pick up a win. What does that mean to start off your season this way?
Yeah, I'm happy to win the first game with Chris. That's my new partner for this season. I hope I win another game like this. But I think in Division 3, I have so much team really hard to play. And I'm happy.
Awesome, guys. Well, a great win for you guys and a great start to the Fireball season. Congratulations on a strong performance. That's going to do it for the game day today. Join us tomorrow. More live highlight action. We will see the Devils and the Chargers right here at 5 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.